everyone, and we're back with another Match of the Day magazine with a twist. It is the Halloween edition. How are you guys doing today? I hope you're doing absolutely amazing. What we've got in this magazine is the planet's scariest strikers, creepy quizzes, petrifying posters, spooky scream team, and also terrifying tales. So let's get right into it with the packs. Right, so the first pack. A Man City midfielder, Rodri, the Spanish CGM. Now this guy, he did that amazing block against Liverpool. He's tall, he's got the defensive ability, and I think he used to play for Brazil national team, but when he was younger, and he's moved to Spain. So he's been given 77 defence and 61 attack. Leipzig midfielder, Dominik Szoboszlai, the Hungarian cam. Now Hungary, they've got, well, I'd say 3 top-class players, Gulácsi, Szoboszlai, or Zlazai, and also Willy Orban, the 3 Leipzig players. But Szoboszlai, he's got that technique, the free kick, the left foot. He's been given 42 defence and 76 attack. An Atalanta forward, Luis Muriel. Now apparently he's in one of the 30 contenders for the Ballon d'Or. So he is a decent player, but for the Ballon d'Or contenders, that is a really big thing to put him up to, the Colombian striker. He's been given 24 defence, 74 attack. Bayern defender, his signature style, Alphonso Davies. He's really rapid, but consistency-wise, he's not always on that level. He is a left-back for Canada, and he does score plenty of goals for the national team. He's been given 91 defence and 70 attack. Man City defender. Oh my lord. What? A Ruben Diaz 100 club. He's been given 100 defence and 38 attack, but we need to talk about Ruben Diaz, top-class centre-back, the Portuguese, playing alongside João Cancelo, the other Portuguese right-back, and also Aymeric Laporte, the French, and Zinchenko, the Ukrainian left-back. That's Man City's back line. Also for Portugal, Jose Fonte, the 38-year-old who plays for Lille, and that is Ruben Diaz. He's a very solid centre-back. Again, he's a young player, consistency-wise, needs to be better. Chelsea defender, Kurt Zouma. Now he's not playing for Chelsea at this moment, he's playing for West Ham. He signed £26 million. But Kurt Zouma for Chelsea, again, he was making blocks that not much defenders do. He played for Chelsea when he was 22 years old, even younger. That was when Eden Hazard was back at Chelsea in them days. He's been given 72 defence and 43 attack. Man United defender, Victor Lindelof. Now, again, consistency-wise, he can be up and down, but his passing is probably one of his best attributes. He could play a long ball over the defence where Bruno Fernandes, Ronaldo, Sancho can run onto them and score. That's what he did against Atalanta to make Rashford score. He has a vision, but his defending really needs to improve for the Swedish. He's been given 73 defence, 41 attack. Real Sociedad defender, Andoni Gorosabel. He's been given 63 defence and 34 attack. An Atalanta forward, Duvan Zapata. Now again, a very solid striker. He's Colombian, and for the Colombian national team, well, he doesn't really play for them because there's Luis Muriel, I believe. Also, Juan Camilo Hernandez, who is a very great striker. But Sabata scores goals for Atalanta. Right now, Atalanta are doing pretty well. He's been given 35 defence, 78 attack. A Tottenham defender, Serge Aurier. Now, again, I don't think he does play for Tottenham. I think he's a free agent because he terminated his contract. But the Ivory Coast right back, when he did play for Tottenham, there was just a little glimpse of him when he scored goals, also when he defended. But for most of these players, it's consistency that is their problem. And that was a problem with Serge Aurier. Happy Halloween! This spooktacular will creep you out. Boo! Did we scare you, reader? Well, if we didn't, maybe the 8 eerie posters, creepy quizzes, terrifying prem tales, scary strikers debate, monster FIFA squad builder and Obama fan trick-or-treat mask will send bone-chilling shivers down your spine. Enter this issue at your own risk. And we are doing that exactly, guys. Gruesome grounds. We've spooked up some stadium, but who plays at them? The new vampire, number 1. It's Ajax, Barca, Porto, Marseille. It's Barcelona. Saint Scaries, number 2. Brentford, QPR, Watford or Southampton? Southampton. San Scrimo, number 3. AC Milan, Juventus, Roma, Atalanta. AC Milan. Gruesome Park, number 4. Newcastle, Everton, Norwich, Fulham, Everton. Allianz Arena, PSG, Rangers, Bayern Munich or Madrid? Bayern Munich. Old Trafford, number 6. Man United, Liverpool, Man City or Chelsea? Man United. Number 7, Monster Nukes. Derby, Swansea, Wolves or West Brom? Wolves. Thriller Park, number 8. Burnley, Crystal Palace, Leicester or Aston Villa? I'd say that's Aston Villa. The last one, Stadium of Fright. Leeds, Sunderland, Blackburn and Stoke. It's Sunderland. It's meant to be Stadium of Light. Number 1 is Barcelona, Nou Camp. Number 2 is Southampton, St Mary's. Number 3, AC Milan, San Siro, correct. Number 4 is Everton, Goodison Park, correct. It's Bayern Munich, Allianz Arena, correct. Number 6 is Man United, Old Trafford, correct. Number 7, Wolves, Molineux Stadium. Number 8 is Aston Villa, Villa Park. And the last one is Sunderland, Stadium of Light. So 9 out of 9 the score. Good way to start off the video. What's your spooky score? 1 to 3 points. A frighteningly bad result. 4 to 6 points. Scary stadium knowledge. 7 to 9 points. A spooktacular score. Halloween special. Now these posters look amazing. Monster midfielder, Mason Mount, Chelsea. Scary stat. Mason has been in Chelsea's first team for 3 seasons and last month was the first time he'd been out injured. He's always available for the Blues. Now Mason Mount, he's been at Chelsea under 17s, under 18s, under 19s. He got into the first squad at 20 and now he's 21 and then now he is 22 years old. And he got injured, he's back and he's better than ever, I'd say. And also when he was a little boy he had this clip where I think he had some reincarnation of Beckham's free kick and it was a great free kick. He was like 10 years old in there. Scary strikers. The gruesome game is buzzing with frightful finishers right now, but who is truly the most terrifying talent out of them all? Red, rate and pick the most wicked. Luis Suarez, 508 career goals, 819 career games, 239 assists. No frontman gives defenders quite as much of a chill as lethal Luis. He's 34 now, but he's still fine in the back of the net. Banging 21 in Atletico Madrid's title-winning 2020-21 campaign. He's got a bite to his game, literally. His finishing, 92. Shot power, 84. Scare rating, 86. For me, his finishing is 91. Shot power, 86. And his scare rating, pretty scary, 89. Well, back in his day, he used to bite people, 2013. Karim Benzema, 403 career goals, 829 career games, and 177 career assists. After 13 seasons at Real Madrid, we thought Benz might be ready to kick back. But nah, he's on course to make his most net-buzzing best ever season for Los Blancos. He scored 10 goals in 10 games already. Now that was a tongue twister. Net-busting best ever season. Finishing, 88. Shot power, 85. Scare rating, 87. His finishing, honestly, 90. Probably the best in the world, one of them. Shot power, 85. I'd say 88. And his scare rating, well, on the pitch he's scary, but off it, not really. So I'd give him 85. Harry Kane, 284 career goals, 476 career games, 65 career assists. He might not be at his best right now, but the Tottenham baller has loads of golden boot gongs chilling in his trophy cabinet. 41 bags for England and is under 100 goals away from breaking Alan Shearer's all-time Prem score record. And Shearer's got a lot of goals. 95 finishing, 87 shot power, 90 scare rating. His finishing right now is probably like 89, but all time he has a 94. His finishing is really scary. Shot power, he's got power, 90 shot power. And his scare rating on the pitch in his prime, he'd be a 90. Romelu Lukaku, 323 career goals, 85 assists, and 618 career games. He hits defenders with bone-crushing barges, goes past them with petrifying paces, and finishes with terrifyingly techie composure. We knew Rom was good, but the Chelsea star is haunting defenders more than ever. Terrifyingly has been in this magazine a lot so far. Finishing 90, shot power 88, scare rating 89. So his finishing, I'd give him, well, would he be as good as Suarez? Yeah, I'd give him a 91 in his prime. Shot power 88, I'd give him an 87. And his scare rating, well, because he's like very strong, he does get injured, but scary, he's pretty scary, I must say. 91. Because no one can get him off the ball. Cristiano Ronaldo, 794 career goals, 1,085 career games, and 229 assists. We're not gonna lie, the Man United legend's tech creeps us out. Yep, he's getting older, but yikes. This guy's only getting more devilish in front of goal. He can head, bang with his left and finesse with his right. He's a monster. 94 finishing, 89 shot power, 93 scare rating. So his finishing, I've put him as good as Harry Kane. So Ronaldo's must be 96. If Harry Kane's is 95, Ronaldo's must be 96 because he's very clinical. Shot power, 89, I'll agree. And his scare rating, a 94. You don't want to come up against him. He would be a vampire. As soon as Ronaldo smells blood on his opponents, He pounces and sinks his teeth into them before finishing in style. Erling Haaland. 149 career goals, 32 assists and 193 career games. Erling Haaland. The 21-year-old Terminator is not here for tricks. The Dortmund striker just gives the fans treat after treat. Haaland has the scariest potential out of the bunch. He can score any type of goal and has 11 career hat-tricks already. 11 career hat-tricks and he's only 21. Finishing 91, shot power 94, scare rating 91. Finishing a 92. He just scores for fun these days. Shot power 94, I'd agree. Scare rating 91. Well, in a few years' time, he will be very scary, trust me. Mark my word. He would be an alien. The numbers this guy's been putting out recently is just out of this world. He's not like any of us, readers. And I will give you a fact, because this is a very interesting one about Haaland. He scored probably like 8 or 9 goals. And it was against Honduras like 2 years ago. He scored 9 goals in one game. And I think Norway won 14-0. What a performance from them. But Haaland scoring 9 goals is amazing. I think it was under 20s. But still very scary. Robert Lewandowski. 571 career goals, 835 career games, and 32 assists. Now, for playing 835 games, 32 assists, I would have expected more from him. If you're not scared of a beastly baller who scored more than 30 a season even times in his career, he has won European Golden Shoe and got more goals in games this season. Or then maybe we should be scared of you, not him. 95 finishing, 92 shot power, 93 scare rating. Finishing, deadliest striker in the world right now, 95. With Ronaldo, but he's very deadly. And Haaland. Shot power 92, I'd give him a 92 as well. Scare rating 93, I'd give him a 94. Just because of his clinical finishing and his speed and his reactions. He would be a werewolf. The Bayern Munich megastar has a low-key life off the pitch, but a terrifying transformation occurs when he's on it. And again, I've got another fact about him, another player. So, he scored 30 plus goals 7 seasons running. And one season he scored 54 goals. I don't think anyone's done that before. Messi probably has. I think he scored about 74 goals in one season in 2015. Totally terrifying tales. Are these seriously spooky stories footy facts or footy fiction? Over to you. Delph's haunted house. Everton midfielder Fabian Delph revealed a spooky secret a few years ago. He admitted to seeing ghosts in hotels that he'd stayed at and at home, and it proper weirded him out. I've seen 4 probably. I've seen 2 in the bedroom. I stayed there with my quilt, going "Urgh." We reckon it's time for you to move house, pal. Terrifyingly true or freakishly false? False. 2. Ellen Fright. There's a reason why England goal machine Ellen White celebrates by making a scary sound around her eyes with her hands. When she was young, she'd have nightmares about any chances she'd missed that day on the pitch and would instead make herself stay awake with her eyes wide open all night. Now when she scores, she makes fun of it. Freakishly false, I'd say. Never even heard of these before. Spooky Stadium. Southampton were dead unlucky when they moved into their new St Mary's Stadium back in 2001. They found out it was built on an ancient burial ground. The club didn't win at home for 3 months as rumours of a club curse spread, and even Witch reckoned she visited St Mary's to finally see off the eerie atmosphere. I'd say it's terrifyingly true, to be honest. 4. Head loss for Klopp. When Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp was in charge of Mainz in 2002, he once didn't turn up for a game until half-time after getting a pumpkin stuck in his head. He was trying to make his kids laugh, but it went horribly wrong. Yeah, I'd say that's false. 5. Ghost goal. Back in the 1990s, Southampton striker Mark Hughes smashed in a vicious volley from the edge of the box, crashed into the net, hit out the advertising boards behind the goal and rebounded out. All the players and fans saw it was a goal, but the ref didn't give it. It's the greatest goal ever. I'd say that's true, I think it was. But yeah, they say it's the greatest ghost goal ever. Which I think it is, because it was a great volley, I must say. 6. Nasty number. Germany's Michael Ballack was a classy midfielder for clubs like Bayern Munich and Chelsea, winning leagues and cups. But his trophy cabinet had a terrible twist. He was a runner-up in the World Cup final, the Euros final and 2 Champions League finals. Why? He wore shirt number 13, the unluckiest number that had mysterious powers. I'd say that's true, yeah. Apparently 13 is an unlucky number. Adama Traore, Wolves, wicked winger. Scary stat. Wolves' speed demon Adama has dribbled past more players than any other baller in Europe's top 5 leagues. And another scary stat, he puts so much baby oil. And he does that so defenders just slip so they can't foul him. And I think it was against Aston Villa where he got the ball, he dribbled past everyone. He dribbled probably past 5 players with great skill, great pace, but he put it straight at Emir Martinez and he saved it. So if that was a goal of the season contender. Premier League's Green Team. To spook season, so MOTD MAG has scoured the underworld to find the scariest, fiercest and most extraordinary players for our collection of the Prem's most frightening players. Featuring a ghastly ghost, a scary supervillain, a monstrous mummy. The Spider Stopper, David De Gea. Starting off our spooky side is a keeper who plays like he's got 4 arms and 4 legs. United number 1 is back to his best. His reflex stops are crazy good. His pen save against West Ham was heroic, and his goals look so safe in the UCL. It's like he spun a web across the goal frame. Century of saves. De Gea has made nearly 1,000 saves in the Premier League since moving back to Old Trafford in 2011. That's a chilling amount of stops. The flying wing-back. Matty Cash. On the right flank is a baller who flies down the wing and causes mayhem with his pinpoint balls into the opposition's penalty area. Add to the fact that he never gets tired and is available to play basically every minute of the season, and you get a real monster of a defender. Country change. Cash is good enough to play for England, but the 3 Lions have so many right backs at the moment. Poland are currently trying to get him to switch sides and play for them. The Blues' Grim Reaper. Antonio Rudiger. The dominant Chelsea defender sends shivers down the spine of every striker on the planet. The Nails' Germany centre-back has levelled up for his game in the last 12 months, growing from a baller that forwards with target to one who sends countless opponent tags to their grave. Hot property. Chelsea's star defender is in talks to sign a new deal with the London club, but if he doesn't, both Munich and Real Madrid are ready to swoop in for him. Back with a vengeance. Virgil van Dijk. Liverpool's giant centre-back has come back like an ancient Egyptian returned to life. He spent most of 2020-21 out injured, wrapped up in cotton wool like a mummy in its tomb. But now the man mounting his back, out muscling strikers and launching deadly counter-attacks. Awesome in the air. The Reds' fearsome force has won 26 aerial battles in the Prem this season. The only defender to win more is Brighton's Shane Duffy. I would have said Lewis Dunk, but it's Shane Duffy. The defender who sees it all, Sergio Reguilon. Completing our beastly back 4 is a Tottenham defender who knows where the ball will be before it's been kicked. No Prem fullback has made more interceptions, meaning he can shut down attacks with devilish regularity. He's also a lightning bolt with the ball at his feet. Poor opponents. Work to do. Regs has bagged 4 assists in the 33 Prem games he's played for Spurs so far. It's a decent return, but he'll need up those numbers to be seen as a world-class player. The patchwork middleman, Thomas Souček. When you think of Souček, you think of a towering brute who powers through the pitch, smashing defenders and heading balls into the back of the net. But that's not all he does. He's got all you need as a midfielder: goal-scoring ability, rock-solid defensive class, and even passing tech. Wicked werewolf, Ruben Neves. Sure, you can hammer a rocket shot from distance, but Neves' ruthless defensive work seals a spot in our Scream team. The classy Portugal midfielder is an elite pass master, but we love him because of his ferocious, snarling, brutal defensive work, destroying attacks by stealing the ball. Deadly dedication. A video popped up on social media recently showing Ruben practicing his free kicks in his garden on his Friday night off. Neves puts in the hard yards, and he did score a free kick to win the game 3-2 against Aston Villa in the last minute. Brilliant baller, Jack Grealish. The Prem's first £100 million player can go through opponents' defence and find space where there isn't any. He haunts defenders with his tricky feet and gives keepers nightmares with his deceptive balls into the box. He might be a friendly ghost off the pitch, but he's got no chill on it. Creepy creator. No baller has made more shot creating actions in the Prem this season than Grealish. That means no one is creating more chances for their side to score. Venom in his boots, Andros Townsend. He may not always be the first name on a Scream team sheet, but Andros has to be in our squad because of the absolute venom he puts in his long shots. If you let the toffee cut into his left peg, and if you let him wind up his cannon, then you're asking for trouble. He only scores screamers. What a start. Andros couldn't have had a better start to his time at Goodison Park. He bagged 4 goals and added 3 assists in his first 7 starts for Everton. Unreal tech. Toons Magic Man, Alan St. Maximin. There must be something extraordinary going on with ASM. Some of the things he does are out of this world. Everything the Newcastle Danger Man does is sprinkled with magic dust. From his hypnotising, dribbles to his laser-focused finishing, whatever he's cooking up, it's working. Enchanting assists. ASM has made the second most assists in the Prem so far this season, but on the quality of chances he's made, he should be on the top of the pile. Zombie finisher, Jamie Vardy. He might be one of the oldest strikers in the Prem, but that doesn't mean he's one of the slowest. Vards hasn't lost any at that pace that made him a terror to defences his whole career. When you think you've got him under control, just like a zombie, he'll use his tech to bite you. Fighting Father Time. Vards was 33 when he won the Premier League Golden Boot back in 2019-20 season, making him the oldest player to ever win the award. Our Screen team. De Gea, Van Dijk and Rudiger at centre-back, Regulion at left-back, Matty Cash at right-back, Neves and Souček both at the centre midfield, Grealish at cam, Townsend and Maximin on the wings, and Vardy up top. Now my team, in net, I'm going to go for Edouard Mendy because he makes saves that are out of this world. It's like he's got 4 legs and 4 arms because whatever he does, he saves most of them. He's 6'6", very tall keeper, and he's got a great technique for saving. He's got great reactions as well. Now, the first centre-back is Van Dijk. Of course I'm going for him. His aerial ability is just out of this world, and it doesn't matter what happens with him. Like when he got injured from Jordan Pickford, he just got back up from it, got his rehab in, and he's just fresh, and he's looking absolutely amazing. And probably not as good as before, but he is still top class. The other centre-back, I could go for Rudiger, or Ezri Konsa, or Diaz. Lots of options. But I'm going to go for Rudiger. I don't know, it's just he makes runs from his own defence. He runs past everyone, but he still can't shoot. Someone with the Chelsea defenders, that they just get the ball from defence and they run past absolutely everyone and they miss. That's what Kurt Zouma did against Ajax. Rudiger, he's improved since Thomas Tuchel's come in. He's like a different player, but under Frank Lampard he was poor. Right back, Matty Cash. He's got an engine on him. It's like he can run forever. He's got great pace. He runs down that wing. He crosses, pinpoint crosses into his teammates. Ollie Watkins, McGinn. Just honestly, he's on another level. And also Emi Buendia. Left back. Now this is a hard one. I can go for Luke Shaw, because he's out of this world. Regulion. Yeah, I'm going to go for Regulion. The Spaniard, the left back for Tottenham. Now again, consistency-wise, he's not that great, but when he has a great shift, he's just really great. His defending is amazing. He does overlaps, underlaps, creates space for his teammates like Son, Harry Kane, Lucas Moura for them to score. And also his crossing, again, is top class. Just when he wants to, he can be probably one of the best left backs in the Prem. One of the centre midfielders will be Thomas Souček. The reason why I've chosen him, he's just a warrior. Against Everton, someone stood on his face and he had to get lots of stitches, but again, he was alright. And he's tall, he scores headers, he's got the strength, he's got the technique. And again, he loves his potato salads. He needs to make me that one day. Thank you. The next one is probably either Ruben Neves, probably Kante, or Wilfred Ndidi, even Pogba. And I'm going to go for Wilfred Ndidi. Hold that thought. Cross Ndidi out. Put the Man City CDM, Rodri. He's a very underrated player in my opinion. He does the blocks, he does the defensive work, he's that holding player which Man City have been missing, because in the Champions League final last year, that CDM, it cost Man City a game. That's what they've been doing this season, just 3 centre midfielders. But when Rodri has been playing, Man City just look like a whole different team with how they receive the ball, how they lay it off, how they defend, how they cover, and it all comes from that CDM. The cam could be Grealish, Riyad Mahrez, Damari Gray, Townsend. So much options I could go for here. And I'm going to go for Townsend at cam, because he's got that strike on him. He scores worldies, because every time he scores, it's obviously going to be a worldie. Against Man City, that volley into the top corner, audacious. I've never seen anyone do that, especially to probably one of the best keepers in the world, Ederson. Also very great technical. He scored against Man United, a power. And he also scored a great right-footed into the top corner. He did it again, like he did against City, without the volley, but with a nice spin and into the top corner. And also he brings a lot to Everton. He brings them crosses, he brings a speed, and he's never scared to shoot. On the left wing, St. Maximin. St. Maximin, he's just so silky. He's got the skills, the rainbow flicks. He's just got everything. He's got it all in his bag. And also for Newcastle, as this takeover from princes from Dubai, I believe. They've got billions of pounds. They're not going to spend it all, but they will spend someone like a new manager, because they've sacked Steve Bruce and they're going to appoint probably Antonio Conte, Luca Favre, Frank Lampard. But honestly, I'd go for Antonio Conte, especially for Newcastle. That is absolutely amazing, and can start rebuilding the squad around St. Maximin and probably Callum Wilson as well, because them two are probably the 2 best players at Newcastle. Also, Sean Longstaff. he's a youngster to look out for. But Saint-Maximin, really great, and he's been saving Newcastle this season. Hopefully he'll do it alongside, well, the rumours, Van Dijk, Mbappe. At right wing, I'm going to play Vardy, because I have another striker saved. But Vardy, again, like it said on the zombie finisher, he's just scary. A scary player to come up against. He is 34, but still he's got that speed, he's got that passion. He still drinks Red Bull before every single game, and he's just energetic when he comes onto the pitch. Against United, that volley he scored, just how he put his laces through it, how it spinned. He's just a deadly finisher. When he was 25 years old, he was playing in the Championship, even League 2. And then in 2 years, he got into Leicester City, won him the Prem title, alongside Mahrez, Ndidi and Kante and Schmeichel. And now he's still scaring opponent defences, even at his age. But up front, it's not your Lukaku's, it's not your Vardy's, who we've already got up front. It's not your Gabriel Jesus, but it's a West Ham man, Mikel Antonio. Yes, he's 30, but just his strength just scares me, to the point where he scores lots of goals. He even had a signature celebration where he lifted his own kind of like picture of himself. But Antonio, again, very strong. You can never get the ball off him. Only if you like Kieran Clark, who likes slide tackling people. But Antonio, he's just a beast. A massive beast. So yeah, that's my team, guys. Tell me what your team would be in the comments down below. Now, this poster is João Cancelo, frightening fullback for Man City. Scary stat. No one see more of the ball in the Prem more than João. He's touched the ball 611 times in the Prem this season, which shows just how he is to City's attacking and defensive play. A few years ago, Cancelo, he signed £50 million from Juventus to Man City. He wasn't doing absolutely anything until Pep Guardiola played him at left back. And when he's been playing at left back, his attacking, his passing, everything's just improved massively just in a few months. And honestly, I could call him probably one of the best fullbacks in the Premier League right now. Again, his energy, down the wing, down, up, everywhere, he's just got it. Build your monster foot squad. Pick your 5-a-side team from some FIFA 22 biggest, strongest ballers. £150 million. Well, it's not like Newcastle getting not even hundreds of millions. Probably 700 million. So I'm going to go, we've got Adebayor Akinfenwa, the beast. Danny Bath, alright. Kiefer Moore, been amazing. And Troy Deeney, who is at Birmingham. Well, if I'll go to the best, I'll go for Troy Deeney, but you can never say no to Adebayor Akinfenwa, so £10 million spent on him. £20 million, Willy Bolly, Eric Dyer, Douglas Vieira or Moussa Sissoko. So I'm not going to go for Eric Dyer, just been pretty poor this season. Douglas Vieira is OP because of that team of the week. Sissoko's alright. I'm going to go for Willy Bolly. So 30 mil spent so far. So for 30 mil, I could go for Duvin Zapata, Harry Maguire, Matthijs de Ligt, or Sebastian Haller. Not Maguire, loses the ball too much. Zapata, good option, but he plays for Bergamo, however you say it, Calcio, because FIFA have destroyed the Serie A this season, changing the names of Atalanta. The Roma was one as well. I'm going to go for Matthijs de Ligt on Piemonte Calcio. De Ligt is just a solid defender. It's not scared to put a tackle in at all. So we've got a striker, 2 centre-backs. So now we need a midfielder and probably another attacker. And we have got £60 million spent. So I think we will have enough for 40 mil and 50 mil. I'll just check now. Yes, I will have enough. One from every single pick. So I can go for Van Dijk, Romelu Lukaku, which looks tasty, Haaland, which looks very tasty, but we need Casemiro. And I've got a fact about Casemiro. When he was younger, he was a striker, and he was at some tryouts for a professional team, and the coach said, "Who wants to be a striker?" And there was about hundreds of people. So Casemiro never went to that. And then the coach said, "Who's a CDM?" There was only 3, so he went there, and that's how he became a CDM. When he was younger, he was a striker, but he changed to a CDM just because he saw 3 people, which is fair enough for him. For 50 mil, Carlos Puyol, Patrick Vieira, Didier Drogba, or Eric Cantona. So I've got a striker, 2 centre-backs and a midfielder, so I can go for another striker. Puyol, probably the best captain of all time, not joking. On the level of Zanetti, Maldini and Nesta. Well, not Nesta, Baresi. But I think Puyol, very commanding. He didn't care if he got injured, he'll still play for the team. I think he got about 40 injuries in his whole career. I think he's broken 40 bones, injury-wise, yeah. Patrick Vieira, manager of Crystal Palace, and when he did go for Crystal Palace, I thought he was going to be a pretty good manager, and he's doing that so far, I'd say. But back in his playing days, he'd always used to fight with Roy Keane in the changing rooms when they were coming out, the players. Didier Drogba, the knee slides were very clean back in the day. Prolific goal scorer, scored the Champions League final winner. And Eric Cantona, a very fiery personality. He drop kicked a fan, and he went to jail for like 3 days because of that, and he got fined. But I will go for Eric Cantona, just because his finishing's like lethal. He puts too much power in it for the keeper to save. Spine-chilling striker, Lewandowski. No, you know Lewandowski. Lewandowski. Scary stat. Robert is a frankly ridiculous goal scorer. Is it 60 goals in 70 Champions League games for Bayern? Now what can I say about him? He's a goal scorer, prolific. He's there at the right time. But for Poland again, not as good as he is for Bayern, but he still scores for Poland, like against Sweden. Even though Sweden did win, Lewandowski, I think he scored a hat-trick in that game. And he just keeps scoring and keeps scoring. He's got a lethal finish, puts his foot right through it, or he's at the back post for a header or a free tap-in. But for a striker like Lewandowski or Harry Kane or Ronaldo, it's not even their finishing that's that good. It's them with their positioning. So they're in the right position and they've just got an easier finish. And that's what Lewandowski does. That's why he just gets easy goals every single game. Top 8 Black Footy icons. For Black History Month, MOTD MAG celebrates 8 awesome English figures who helped to change your beautiful games. And for the first 3, I'll definitely not know them because these are very old. Number 1, Arthur Wharton. Arthur, who bowled between 1885 to 1902 for the likes of Darlington and Preston, is widely considered to be the first ever black professional footballer, as his own statue at St George's Park. The Ghana-born keeper amazingly once set a world record for a 100-yard dash. Iconic moment. Wharton kept a clean sheet for Preston in the FA Cup in 1897, which was described in a newspaper as one of the best expeditions of goalkeeping I've seen for a long time. In 1897, the FA Cup was still there. Number 2, Emma Clark. In the women's game, Clark was the first ever black female player, turning out for British ladies in Mrs Graham's ex-side between 1895 to 96. She was versatile and switched between playing on the right wing and wait for it, in goal. Wow. Iconic moment. In 1895, Emma played in an exhibition match for British ladies in front of a crowd of 10,000 people. Huge crowd for the time. 3. Tony Collins. Anthony Norman Collins had an unreal career between 1947 and 1980. He played, scouted, and then became English football's first black manager.
leading Rochdale to the League Cup final in 1962, where they eventually lost to Norwich. Iconic moment. Before sadly passing away earlier this year, Collins received the Service to Football Award at the 2017 League Managers Association Awards. What is Black History Month? BHM runs throughout the whole of October and is an annual event that recognises the contribution and achievements of those with African and Caribbean heritage. 4. Viv Anderson. With 594 games, 30 caps for England, 5 major senior trophies, including 2 European Cup wins, and a spot in Nottingham Forest's all-time greatest 11, as voted for supporters. It's fair to say that Viv was a big hit with the fans. It showed young black players all over the world that they could achieve their footy dream. Iconic moment. In 1978, Anderson walked out the first ever black player to win a senior 3 Lions cap when he made his England debut versus Czechoslovakia. 5. John Barnes. Now I know this man, he was amazing, according to Liverpool fans. One of Liverpool and Watford's greatest ever players, Barnesy achieved loads in his career between 1980 to 99, winning the FA Cup twice, a PFA Players Player of the Year award and turning out for England 79 times. Today, he's a key voice in issues such as racism and even has an MBE for his services to football. Iconic moment. In 1984, JB scored one of the greatest goals ever by an England player as he beat 5 players to score versus Brazil at the Maracana. 6. Hope Powell. Hope's footy journey has lived up to her name. She's given hope to young black girls everywhere by becoming the first female and black manager of an England team. She's now smashing it as the gaffer of Brighton women's team. Iconic moment. 2003, Powell became the first woman to obtain a UEFA Pro licence, the highest coaching qualification in football. 7. Raheem Sterling. Man City's all-out attacking force has been an inspiration on and off the pitch. As a player, he's won 3 Premier League titles and scored more than 150 goals for club and country. Off it, he's been honoured with an MBE for his services to racial equality in sport. Keep shining, Raz. Iconic moment. In 2019, Sterling won both the Football Writers Player of the Year award and PFA Young Player of the Year gone. Number 8. Marcus Rashford. A campaigner against racism, homelessness and child hunger. A fully fledged England 5-star skiller, a man, United legend in the making. A one-man force of nature who continues to inspire, educate and unite British people both and off the field. We salute you, Rashi. Iconic moment. In May 2016, Rashford became the youngest English player to score on his international debut after his goal against Australia. The blood-curdling big quiz. Don't get spooked. You'll need all your composure to crush this quiz. Right, now I'm composed. Let's go. 1. Which of these Serie A clubs does Zlatan Ibrahimovic play for? I wasn't expecting that. AC Milan, Fiorentina, Inter Milan or Napoli. Plays for Inter. Psych. AC Milan. He's played for Inter Milan. He's played for Milan. I believe he's played for Napoli as well. I believe he's played for Juventus. He's played for Barcelona. He's played for Ajax. He's played for LA Galaxy. I'm not going to keep going. 2. He was Everton's top goal scorer last season. Dominic Calvert-Lewin, Adebola Doucouré, Alex Iwobi or Richarlison. DCL. 3. This Barca wonder kid will turn 19 on Halloween. Can you name him? Ronald Araujo, Sergino Dest, Ansu Fati or Pedri. Fati. 4. Which London club are wearing this scarily good kit this season? Brentford, Crystal Palace, Tottenham or West Ham? Tottenham. 5. Which Spanish club has a bat on their club badge? Athletic Bilbao, Real Sociedad, Sevilla or Valencia? It's Valencia.
They're getting in the mood for Halloween even when they create the club.
6. Which one of these is a nickname for League 2 club Bristol Rovers? The Astronauts, the Pirates, the Vampires, the Werewolves? The Pirates.
I think that's a nickname.
Number 7. Which Prem baller has taken a pumpkin to the face in his pick? Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, Riyad Mahrez, Ndidi and Salah. It is Salah, because I see the afro and the beard. 8. This devilish dude is which country's mascot? Belgium, France, Portugal or Spain?
Belgium.
9. These 4 balls are all terrifyingly fast, but which one of them has the highest pace rating on FIFA 22?
Haaland, he's got about 89. Mane's got about 93. Mbappe's got like 96 or 97. Sterling, he's got about 93. It's Mbappe.
10. Chelsea's Christian Pulisic has a nickname based on which Marvel character? Ant-Man, Captain America, Iron Man or Thor? They call him the White American Shooter. Captain America. Number 1 is A. Get in. Correct. 2 is A. Correct. 3C, 4 is C. 3C, 4 is C. Both correct. 5 is D and 6 is B. 5 is D. 6 is B. 7 is D. 8 is A. 7 is D. Correct. 8 is... Eight is A, correct. 9 is C, correct. And 10 is B. 10 out of 10. How'd you get on, readers? 1 to 3 points. Oh, you've had an absolute shocker. 4 to 7 points. Give us a fright, but you did okay in the end. 8 to 10 points. Your footy quiz techers are scarily good. Fearsome forward. Kit Graham, Tottenham. Scary stat. Kit had a great start to the season, but she has had some way to go to beat a Charlton scoring record. She played there for 14 years, scoring over 200 goals. And yes, she used to play for Charlton, and her first name is Kit, just like a football kit. Now, yeah, that fact is true. She did have a good start to the season, but she hasn't really done anything. This season, she's only played 1 game, and she's got 0 goals. And even though she has some talent, other strikers are getting played instead of her. Now this is a series I've been watching on BBC iPlayer. Jamie Johnson returns. 6 reasons why Series 6 will be the best ever. Awesome cameos. Each series has featured some famous footy faces, but none more so than this one. MOTDs only. Gary Lineker, Ian Wright and Alan Shearer are all in episode 1. 2. Freddie's epic journey. Can't say much, as we've sworn to secrecy, but trust us when we say that Freddie is involved in one of the biggest storylines a show has ever seen. 3. Phoenix Legends. Imagine seeing Jack, Dylan and Wazza playing in a team alongside Jamie again. Well, maybe you won't have to imagine it. 4. Techie Trio. If you're a fan of Liam, Albert and Freddie, you'll be buzzed to know that they're major characters in Series 6. Jamie still plays a big part, but it's time for us to shine. 5. New rivalries. There are some pretty huge battles in Series 6, with Phoenix rivalry with local side Seagate Lions builds up over the series and gets seriously fiery at key points. 6. Fresh characters. If it's a new faces you want, you're in luck. There are loads of ledge newcomers who you'll love. Check them out on our sidebar. Monster midfielder, Yuri Tielemans, Leicester. Scary stat. Yuri's been smashing it for the Foxes this season. He's made 52 progressive passes. That means passes going forward, more than anyone else in the Prem. And yes, he's scary to come up against. His passing rages are on another level. And his shooting, when he does score, it is mostly a banner. Against United, I wasn't sure if he wanted to shoot. I think it was a cross. But he just whipped with that whippage. He got into the top corner off the post, and David De Gea was wondering if that was a cross or a shot, but it was a shot. And against Chelsea in the FA Cup final, What a goal he scored right into the top corner to get Leicester winning the FA Cup, which they deserve. And Leicester this season, they're looking very, how do I say, confident, and they look like they're going to be absolutely amazing this season. Especially Tielemans, 24 years old, from Belgium, Jamie Vardy as well, SUAREZ. We've got a poster here. Creepy keeper, Martinez for Aston Villa. Scary stat, has the best Prem clean sheet record of any Villa keeper ever. He's kept the opponents out in 40% of games. And another scary stat about him, he just likes dancing after everything. He plays mind games, especially with Yerry Mina when he scored a penalty in the Copa America. Martinez wasn't happy when he was dancing, just doing some fancy dancing. And then the second time they faced in the Copa America, Martinez was saying, you're going here, you're going there. And he was confusing him. And Yerry Mina, he shot and he missed. He did the same with Bruno Fernandes. He wanted Ronaldo to take it. So that's putting pressure on Bruno to score it, and he missed. So, yeah, he's a mind game keeper. But anyways, with his saving, he's like top class. I don't know how Arsenal let him go. They shouldn't have made that decision. I'm sorry, Leno, but I think they should have let him go instead of Martinez. But it's for the best, because Martinez deserves a team that plays him every single game. Terrifying Techers, Demarai Gray for Everton. Scary stat. Demari's been in flames, bagging 3 Prem goals already. He's only hit more league goals than in a whole season twice before. 5 years ago, he did play for Leicester, and I think he's 24. So when he was 19 years old, everyone said he's going to be a rising star, he's going to do this and he's going to do that. But everyone forgot about him for 3 seasons until he joined Everton. And then everyone's like, I know that kid. He played for Leicester a few years ago. And now he's just skilling and balling. So Leicester never played him. Everton did. And you just get the proper Demarai Gray that you want. Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang. Trick or treat mask. Cut out the mask with the help of an adult. Don't forget about the eye holes. Put some string or elastic in the ear hole so it stays on. So it's Aubameyang with his vampire teeth with some blood, and it's like a mask you can wear on Halloween when you're going out to get some treats. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I really enjoyed it, especially it's a Halloween special. I hope you enjoy your Halloween, trick or treat, anyone. So hope you get lots of treats, you enjoy your Halloween, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. See you later.